Hello and welcome. This is Abiodun Adelu. I am a life coach, mentor, economist, and a lifelong student of wealth building, personal development, and investing. Now, over the years, I've had countless conversations with people who want to invest, but they feel overwhelmed by the many terms, many products, opinions, and opportunities in the financial world. I hear questions like, how do I buy shares? What is a mutual fund? How much should I start with? Where should I invest my money? Now, what I've discovered is that many people don't have an investment problem. They mostly have an understanding problem. And that's exactly why I created this series. My goal in this series is not to tell you what to buy. I'm not going to do that. My goal is to tell you and teach you how to understand how investing works so that you can make informed decisions for yourself. So whether you are completely new to investing or you are looking to strengthen your foundation, I'm excited to have you journey with me on this series. Now let's get started. What this series is not about, this is not a get-rich-quick course. You won't find that here. You won't find secret stock picks, you won't find guaranteed returns or magic formulas or overnight wealth strategies. No, those things don't exist actually in real life. Instead, what we're going to do is to build something much more valuable, and that is understanding. Over the course of this series, we will explore 5 broad areas. Number 1, foundations of wealth. We will begin by understanding what money is, wealth, savings, investing, and how they all differ from each other. Number 2, we'll look at asset classes. We will look at the major places where wealth can be stored and grown over the years, including asset classes like financial assets, real assets, business assets, alternative assets, and human capital. Number 3, we're going to look at financial instruments. Now we'll zoom into financial assets and we'll break them down into debt instruments, equity instruments, derivatives, and mutual funds. We'll look at them in plain language, so much that even if you don't have any background, you said I did not do commercial class, I'm a science student, you're going to understand everything. Number 4, we're going to look at portfolio building. Under this, we're going to discuss risk, diversification, inflation, how to construct your portfolio, and how to rebalance your portfolio if there is a need. And number 5, we're going to look at practical investing. We will cover practical way to start. We'll look at a case study on how to invest your first 100,000 naira. Whether you want to start with 10,000 naira, 20,000 naira, 1 million or 10 million naira, the same strategy can work for any of them. And finally, I'm going to take you on a step-by-step approach on how to buy your first financial instrument online, especially because most of these things can be done online now. And I have some bonus lessons for you also. We're going to explore discussions around taxes, around digital assets, cryptocurrency, and forex. We're going to talk about some overlooked investments that increase your productivity and opportunities over time. Now, by the end of this journey, you will have a complete framework for understanding investing. And now, this is how to get the best, the most out of this series. Because many people just consume information over time. Many people just listen to information and watch videos passively. It's only few that engage with information. And that's why many people can watch hundreds of hours of content without changing their lives. You hear them say things like, I have read that book, I've taken this course, I have done this, and yet it did not change anything. So they now begin to fault those contents, they begin to fault the book, and it's because they didn't do anything with what they learned. So how do you get the best out of this audio series? I have a personal note-taking framework that I use. And usually when maybe I'm listening to a program or I'm taking a course or I'm reading a book, usually I try to write notes down. I try to write things down. And when I write points down, I categorize those points into 4 areas. Number 1 is notes. Number 2 is question. Number 3 is research. And number 4 is action. So if I write N beside a point, it means that this is something that I need to note. It could be an important idea that I want to remember, maybe a concept that stands out, maybe an insight that is worth revisiting. So whenever I write N beside it, I know that what this means is that notes. And then if I write Q, that's question. Sometimes you may hear something that is not completely clear to you, or perhaps it sparks a new thought. So you write Q beside it. So it could be something that you need to ask or discuss with your friend, or you want to leave in the comments, or you want to discuss or something. So that's something so you can ask question, right? The third one is R. If I write R, it's something I need to research on. So it could be a concept, a terminology, a strategy, or a company that we use as example that you want to go and research more about. Maybe you want to consider buying their shares or something, or it could be an investment vehicle that you want to go and read more about if you are hearing it for the first time. And also, if I put A, that one is the most important one for me, because when I put A beside a point, what it means is that I have to act on this. A means action. For example, maybe create a budget, or build an emergency fund, or read a specific book, or review your portfolio, or learn a new skill. So that's an action that you have to take. So with this, it helps you to move from being a passive learner to an active learner. So here's a commitment that I would like you to make. As you go through this series, don't just focus on learning everything at once. Focus on learning one concept at a time, one lesson at a time, one action at a time. Because investment is not a sprint. It's not a sprint at all. It is a lifelong journey. Anyone that you see today that can explain investment or has been investing very well and is a profitable investor, they didn't just start today. They have been learning about it over the years. So investing is a lifelong learning. And the goal is not to become an expert overnight. The goal is to become a little wiser with every episode. The greatest return you will receive from this series is not from watching it. It is from applying it, taking notes, asking questions, doing your research, and taking action, learning actively, thinking critically, and applying consistently. Because information alone does not create wealth. It is applied knowledge that creates wealth. Like they used to say that knowledge is power. And actually, it is knowledge that is worked upon, knowledge that is applied, that actually is power. Because knowledge itself is not power. But when you work on the knowledge, that is what brings the power. In the next episode, which will be our first episode, because this is an introductory episode, in the first episode, we're going to start with why people fail at investing, even before they start at all. Thank you very much, and see you in the next episode.